We're going to work on writing equivalent fractions here. So we're given one fraction. We want to write a fraction that's equal to that with a given denominator. And notice I have a little space here because you're going to multiply your first fraction by something. So you want to look at your denominator. You have a 6 and you want to get a 24. What could you multiply by to get the 24? Just divide if you get stuck. But we need a factor of 4. If you multiply by this on the denominator, you have to do the same thing to the numerator. That makes you actually multiplying by a 1, which is always okay to do. That's your multiplicative identity. And now we'll multiply out the numerators. So we have 20 over 24 is an equivalent fraction to 5/6. Don't reduce. It would just put you right back to the 5/6. The 20 over 24 is the one that you want. For our next example, our fraction we have is 3x over 2. We'd like to get an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 12. So check your denominators to see what's missing. You have 2, you want a 12. You need to multiply by a 6. So do the same to the numerator. And 6 times 3x gives us 18x. So 18x over 12 is an equivalent fraction to 3x over 2. For our next example, we have 7 over 6 and we want an equivalent fraction with 36a's. When I have a number and a variable or more variables that I want, I think in categories, so I think numbers and then each variable. So when I look at my denominator, I have a 6, I want a 36. So for that piece, I'm missing a 6. Right? I also want to get an A, and I don't have any, so I'm going to have to put an A on. This will give me 36a. Do the same to the numerator, and then multiply out. So 7 times 6a, 42a. Let's look at one more example. We have 4x over 15. We want an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 60. So you just divide if you get stuck. 15 goes into 60 4 times. So you're missing a factor of 4. Do the same to the numerator and then multiply out the numerators. 4x times 4 gives us 16x.